What you say is a result of what you believe. What you say, your oral communication, the truth, the words that come out of your mouth that you repeat on an ongoing basis, they become truth for you. They become the truth you live by, what you say. And I believe a lot of us have problems with what we say even about ourselves, what we confess. Our confession needs to be true. What you say needs to be accurate. It needs to be absolute, not partially true, not subjectively true. It needs to be absolutely true. What you say about yourself, what you say about what you believe needs to be absolute. It needs to be definitive. It needs to have a target. It needs to be fixed. It can't be variable. It needs to be definite. So what we say about what we think, what we say about what we believe, and what we say in both of those areas about what we think and what we about ourselves and what we believe, those truths are emphatic. Those truths are truths we will live by. So let's dig into this passage. Verse 32. We need to understand something in the background. Jesus is in a conversation with his disciples. He's challenging them to go beyond just hearing his words, but they have to continue to walk in what they have heard. The believers of this generation, we are overfed with what we hear. We have great orators and great teachers and commanders of the faith who are speaking to us, from the north, south to the east and the west. We hear great words. We hear great messages. We hear great prophetic revelations. But Jesus steps aside and says to his disciples, just in the verse prior to our theme scripture here today, hey, you need to continue in the words that I've spoken to you. Because only the words that I have spoken, that you continue in, that you continue to walk in, only those words will have an impact on how you live. Those are the words that will become true to you. And then verse 32, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. The only truth that becomes known to us is the truth that we continue to walk in. You see, it's one thing to hear the great orators of our generation, but it's a whole nother thing to walk in the truth that we hear. Unfortunately, just as there were those who heard Jesus directly, heard words come from his mouth directly, as powerful and authoritative as his words were, the effect of what Jesus said, even to his disciples, let alone to the multitudes, could not go any further than their ability to continue to walk in those words. Their ability to allow those words to, watch this, be repeated constantly in their own lives. They had to allow the word to continue, to be passed on from one day of life to another, to be transferred not only from his mouth, but into how they live, to continue, to constantly walk in the words that he had spoken. And he says, and you shall know the truth. If you continue in my words, you'll know the truth. So do you really know what's true? Are you walking in the word that he has given us? If you know the truth shall make you free.